Doop, doop,
Rolling.
doop, doop.
Blunt.
Imagine I just don't come out.
That would be nice.
Three hours later.
What the buck?
I'm cute.
Can I see your teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, did you floss?
It's really been floss.
A rope? You're gonna be so hot.
I know.
No, like, you're gonna be so hot in that, dude. You should have cut it into Daisy Dukes. All right, you ready? You ready,
Yeah.
Bucky?
Hey, can you see my beaver toe in this thing?
Aloha.
I don't know what beavers say. Hi? You would?
Would you like to join us?
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of the Tattoo Budcast, the only podcast that feels like a tattoo session.
Minus the tattoo.
Beavers don't talk.
I'm going to have to be quiet the whole episode.
It's me, your girl, Sanae Garcia.
And it's me, Bucky, also known as Jimmy Jam. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long while.
It's been a while.
You might ask yourself, why are they dressed like this? And that's because I just got back from Hawaii, doing a guest spot out there, doing all the tats on Oahu.
And
Eva Beach.
this is what they did when she was there. Oh, you don't have your headphones on. You can't hear it. Applaud.
Oh, I thought you were going to do a boo.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
So tell them why you're dressed like this. What the buck happened?
I went on a road trip. I was playing guitar for this guy named Chad Tepper. Again, we've talked about him before. It was just about a month long, and I got to visit Buc-ee's. If you don't know what Buc-ee's is, you're about to find out on this episode. It was wild.
Where's all the places you went to?
We flew into Florida, and we did mostly the East Coast. We drove up to New Jersey, New York. Yeah, just kind of like the Northeast, and then by the Great Lakes, we did Ohio, and it ended in Texas. But it was about a month long. Or so, just under a month. It was like 3.5 weeks.
Damn. Oh, yeah, that's another thing, too, is he and I have not shot together in over a month.
Yeah.
Surprise, those episodes were backlogged.
Yeah,
And,
backlogged, and now I'm eating logs.
Things change.
Just,
Wouldn't you know it?
The road could do that to you. But yeah, it was, what?
I would just like your teeth.
It was pretty cool. We could jump into, like, kind of catching up on it.
Okay, before we start catching up,
Yeah.
we both have a bunch of snacks from our travels. Should we crack open the first two?
How do you want to do this? Like one each?
Grab one of yours.
Okay.
So, this is local kind snack. It's from Hawaii. It's shredded mango. There are big mango heads out there, too.
And I brought to the table some beaver nuggets. You ever hear of these?
No, are those your balls?
They're my balls. And my homie's balls.
All right.
You ever have your homie's balls, Jake?
Here, should you
It's
do
trade,
yours?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't want you to eat your own balls. Every boy's
Wouldn't be
dream.
the first time.
I had seen somebody talking about, like, how all guys at some point in their life try to suck their own.
I was just going to bring that up.
But how come you never hear about the ones that actually could?
Because they never leave their bedroom.
But, like, how come nobody ever wants to admit it? Like, nobody's ever like, oh, yeah, dude, I tried that too when I was 12 and I succeeded.
You ever try
Oh,
second?
my God. Have you tried these?
I have.
They're so good.
That was the 4th bag because I finished them all every time I bought them.
Dude,
The same trip.
this tastes like my
I have
favorite
diabetes.
cereal.
Yeah, it's really good.
This tastes like, do you remember Waffle Crisp from when we were little? How that?
This is amazing. Have we tried it yet?
I think I have before, but let me have these.
Holy.
You could put that next to you so Jake can try it.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were going to like this.
I love that.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Typically not a texture I would be into, but...
It's like pickled.
All right, Jake.
Because you're a big pickle head. Shredded mango, where it's at.
Yeah, these are...
Okay, so tell us more about your trip, and then we'll get into another snack.
Oh, my God. I forgot how good these were.
They're so good, dude. There's a cereal at Whole Foods that's maple waffle that tastes just like the waffle crisp. That tastes just like that. Not Whole Foods, Sprouts.
Buc-ee's is a... So, we've landed in Florida, and it was only like a few days in when we realized we were going to be driving past Gatorland. You ever heard of Gatorland?
Not till you told me that you were on your way to Gatorland, if I'm going to be quite honest.
Dude, I met some gators.
No.
Let me show you the first gator that I met.
I have a piece of mango hair in my snaggletooth.
So the guy that I was on tour with, he was famous on YouTube. He has a ton of followers. So he used his YouTuber powers to
At
get
least
us...
one of us is famous on YouTube.
Yeah. He used his YouTube powers to get us a private like tour from one of the workers there. And I was expecting...
You were expecting gators to be a lot bigger?
Yeah. It turns out I've put on some.
You put on some LBs and all of a sudden gators look like lizards.
Jake, I wish you could see this. Look at that guy.
Oh,
I'm so little.
They have a couple of other animals there. And I thought being a tattooer, it was pretty cool to see one of these in person.
God. Is this tattooed?
Two of these in person.
I thought it was going to be a traditional Japanese lizard.
No,
Aww.
dude, actual panthers there.
I thought panthers were black.
I guess they are, but I guess not these. So
I thought that was a mountain lion. They're beautiful. Are they all majestic in person?
They are beautiful. So this guy was giving us a private tour, and like we were under the impression we're just going to see cool shit. Like that was awesome, seeing the little baby gator. But then he like took his keys out and he like opened up one of the things where they keep the gators in.
Mm-hmm.
He went in, which of course, you know, that was cool. And then he invited us in, and we got to go inside with these motherfuckers.
You should go ahead and hold your hand up so they can watch the video with us.
I know.
Oh, hell no, dude. They're in the enclosure with this gator, dude.
Dude was like...
And they run... And they run fast. Oh, sorry, we'll cut that.
We were able to get a group photo in there.
Are they nice?
Dude, he ended up kissing this guy on the nose.
But
yeah.
Good thing you didn't wear that.
I know,
They would have
dude.
ate your butt.
That's what... Well, I was wearing it, and they made me change.
And they ate your butt?
Yeah.
That's why the butt's missing? I thought it was a bum flap. Wow. Wow, he's a pretty color, this gator. Why is he that color?
It's not albino. I forget the name of it. Let me send one more video of this other enclosure where it was more of like the open area, because it's like on a... What would you call that? Like lake?
A swamp?
A swamp. So he did the same thing. He was like, all right, come on in. But it was more of like a boat launching dock. And you have to like walk in there maybe like 20 yards.
All right, here's his next video.
And we all get out there and he yells at the top of his lungs, "Gators!"
And they come?
And they all started swimming up.
Oh, hell. Oh my God! He wants you to play fetch with him, Chad.
Whoa, look at him put his little head right there.
Poor guy's missing an arm.
Oh, how silly. So that's why he's there? He's at the rescue?
Yeah, he's a rescue. A lot of them are rescues because there's a lot of illegal pet dealing, and these guys unfortunately see the end of the stick. But look at that, dude. These guys were monsters.
Whoa, this looks crazy.
I don't know. I think I was more excited and like kind of taking in what was actually happening to be afraid. And then the dude reminds us, he even showed us a clip. He was in there and one of them decided to lunge at him. And they do this weird like skipping thing. And it's scary.
Have you ever thought about swimming in the cage with the sharks, or have you done it?
I haven't thought about it.
Would you?
I think I would.
Right? It seems like
Yeah.
what could go wrong? Like everybody does it. Well, check out this fucking video I just saw on Instagram. So it's these people, right? They're in Mexico. They're in one of those cage tours.
Yeah.
Look at the shark.
What the fuck?
Wait for it. He starts ramming the cage. There's somebody in there. Now the shark is literally in the cage.
Oh my God.
Watch, the shark's gonna pop out the top of it right now. Look at that guy that's like wanting to jump in, but you can't.
Oh fuck.
Dude, this shit made me like, oh, never.
That changes everything.
Yeah, because that's something that I think is so cool too. But wait for it. Don't worry, it's a happy ending.
For the shark.
Because him's full. Look at the person's okay.
What the fuck?
I mean, not internally probably, but they didn't get eaten. They didn't get their butt eaten.
Oh no, he has no butt.
So that so that little like gush of blood must have been the shark hurting himself.
When I went to Thailand on that boat tour, we had to jump in the water, and I noticed that some of the workers jumped in, and they swam to the outside perimeter. And I asked one of the guys, I was like, "What are they doing?" And they were like, "Just looking out for sharks." And I was like, "Wait, what?"
So what? So just
Yeah.
so they can yell,
Yeah.
and then you could swim back, so they can be like, "Yep, there's one." I spent my birthday in Hawaii, which was fucking wonderful. And I went to the swap meet all by myself, like a big girl.
Wow.
Yeah, and this because last time I went to Hawaii by myself, but I didn't do much. It was more of just a work trip. But this time I actually I did the scariest thing. I went to a restaurant by myself a couple times.
Whoa, like sit down service.
And it was not scary.
It's not that scary.
It's not that scary. You do it a lot.
I do it a lot, but I mean, yeah, it's harder for you to do it.
Why? Why?
Because you're just
Should I
a
have
little
been scared?
baby.
Yeah, I am.
You're a girl. You're traveling by yourself.
Yeah, I didn't talk to anyone though. That's something that scares me is like making friends and then like, because I'm like, man, I should like just start talking to random people and then I'll
Yeah.
have people to hang out with. But then I'm like, but what if they're preverts?
And you get reminded of your New Orleans trip from the previous episode.
From the previous episode, yeah.
Dude, that's like,
That's true, man.
it's something that never crosses my mind because I mean, the odds of that happening to a guy are a lot slimmer than a woman. So that's a big deal.
I don't know,
to
dude.
be
You're a
able-
big sexy beaver.
I know.
You know, guys do to beavers.
I know what I do.
Oh my gosh, the flight home though, I sat by the most fucking annoying family, dude. It was a lady, her 2 kids, then her husband, her mom, her brother, who was a grown-ass man and talked to his parents like he was fucking 12, and then their chatty-ass dad in the row behind him, so he was across from me. So this
Yeah.
guy just wanted to talk to anybody that was willing to listen. Like he was like just the typical white grandpa that was just like so nice and excited to be coming back from Hawaii. They're yelling back and forth to each other the whole flight. And then they give the toddler girl a tray, like, you know what you would put like an organizer for like craft parts or buttons
Yeah.
or beads, like, or even a tackle box of sorts. They give her that filled with different snacks before the trays are allowed to come down. They give a 2-3-year-old
Of course they did.
a tray of snacks. Where do you think that ended up? And do you know what
In my tummy.
Stupid
Because I
bitch.
robbed that dumb baby.
All over the fucking floor. And what happens when a baby spills something that they wanted?
They cry.
I hated this family. When Joshua picked me up when I got back to LA, I was like, I hope everybody that's getting on their connecting flights right now, all those planes crash. And if they're from LA, I hope all of their Ubers crash. I fucking hated everyone on this flight, dude.
Is that the first time that you've spent your birthday by yourself?
I think I did a lot. Wait. No, because I think I went last year on my birthday, too.
Did you really?
I think so.
How do you like that? You're a birthday person.
I'm a birthday person, but I think I liked it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I think I would like it.
Yeah. It's it helps you not be disappointed by everyone around you.
Aw.
No, it was nice. It was honestly like so nice. And just doing whatever I wanted, going wherever I wanted, eating
Yeah.
whatever I wanted. There's no like, okay, what do you feel like, you know?
However,
I got like a pedicure, I think, on my birthday and
Fuck
then
yeah.
went to the swap meet or something. I don't remember what order, but
I find that even when I'm eating by myself or traveling by myself, it still takes me just as long to figure out what I want to eat.
oh, I know. It's almost worse, huh?
Dude, when I was living by myself in the apartment, I remember I wouldn't eat sometimes till like 5 p.m.
I was kind of like getting shamed because like if I wanted to have the same thing I had the day before,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what the fuck do I care? Who
Yeah.
cares? Like, and I've been there so many times now. It's like it's not like I'm not going back.
Yeah. Should we pick okay, you're going to pick another snack?
Yep. These are called noms. These have blown up in Hawaii. They have lihing and lemon peel, which is kind of like their I think lihing is like their saladitos because they do salted plums also. And kind of like their it's pretty much like all the chamoy covered Mexican candy, but Hawaii style. What you got?
I think I want to I have some that I put in there.
Oh, I bought you something.
What?
So while I was there, I saw the fucking gates of heaven, and it's called.
You died?
Yes. When I saw this place, I did. It's called Don Quixote.
They have one in Japan.
Dude. And if you don't know, it's like a Daiso meets a supermarket meets a Mexican dollar store.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
And I don't mean in Daiso prices, unfortunately, but like in just the randomness and the gadgets and also meets a Sanrio.
Yeah.
Meets a Sephora because there was a bunch of like Asian skincare.
Did it have all the electronics and stuff too? Maybe they're probably different than the ones in Japan.
But no, because it's halfway to Japan. Before you shove that shirt down my throat, that's not a 2XL. It's Japanese sizes, so it's a 2L. Which
shove
is
it down your throat. You said.
Yeah.
Eat it.
You think? Oh, you think I
call
eat
me
so
fat?
much?
Oh my gosh.
And so that's the little mascot, which I guess you've met him before.
How cute. Yeah.
It was so hard
Look
to
it.
pick a shirt.
Look it. I'll put it close to my face. That's awesome.
When
Thanks,
I saw how
bud.
they label their stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to get me in trouble.
All right. I might have gotten you a shirt too.
Better have.
Yeah.
That's why I stayed in Hawaii for my birthday, because I was afraid you weren't going to get me a shirt.
There's a cute guy on that shirt. How about a cute guy for a cute guy?
I'm Bucky.
You're Bucky.
And this is like their OG shirt,
That's
probably.
the OG. And check it out.
Now we're Bucky Buds.
Bucky Buds. We're the Bucky Buds.
Or the Buck Buds. Welcome to the Tattoo Buck Cast.
Check it out, dude. They had some other ones, and because I remember talking
Please
to you
let this
about
be
it.
a sticker. Oh, fuck yeah.
It sure is. Dope, dude. Now we could wear shirts.
Okay, we got sidetracked.
Yeah. Here we are.
Beep, beep, beep. Noms. The mix. Wait, that sounded like Jamaican. The mix.
We're pretty ghetto, and we like our hot Cheetos.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that the homie Bucky makes his own hot Cheeto puffs.
All right.
Cheesy puffs, hot and spicy.
I don't want to have to fight him. And you're him today, so
You just fucked me up. Black
let me
eyes.
take off my earrings just in case. Buck
Leaking.
puffs. Have you tried these?
These smell fantastic. No, I have not. Is there weed on these?
No.
Whoa.
What do you think?
They're like gushers. Oh
What-
my God.
What do you think of the seasoning that's on them?
I love it.
They're good if you like salty, huh?
Yeah, it looks like there's like options in here. Oh, it's like sour belts in here too.
Yeah, I think it's like a mix. These are actually bomb.
Yeah.
They're pretty hot. These are hotter. These are hotter than hot Cheetos.
Yeah? I can't wait to have diarrhea from all these snacks. Did you try those yet?
Not these. So remember I was saying how they're kind of like the chamoy. So
Whoa.
they come in all different gummy bears, blah, 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 whatever. So I think I tried the gummy bears.
Whoa. These are significantly hotter than...
Yeah.
Are these hotter than the
Extra hot, I think so.
I could only have one more. These are super spicy. I found that I think it's fucking time to buy dad shoes.
What do you mean?
Like actual adult shoes and not just Chuck Taylors or Vans. This was the most pain that I've ever been. I don't know what it was because I did a tour last year. I mean, yeah, they sucked. My walking around being on your feet, whatever.
Jake doesn't like the mango.
You don't like it? Oh, shit.
Man, that one's gross.
Okay, let's not be disrespectful of other cultures.
That's pretty fucked up. But no, dude, my fucking feet were killing me. And
Like when you were playing or even like when you were walking?
walking, everything. They were like swollen. They were just like in bad shape. And thankfully, there was a massage therapist that came out to the Texas show, and homie gave me a foot massage.
That is...
First timer.
Is this a part of the show where you come out?
No, that was
And I love him.
shout out to my babe. Come on the show.
Like, I'm on the show.
Come on my feet.
That's on our Patreon.
But no, I was talking to him and I was like, yeah, my feet are like super fucked up. Like, and he was just like looking at my shoes. He was like, well, what are you doing wearing those?
Being young asshole.
Yeah. I was like, well, I'm trying to look cool still. And I heard about these shoes, Hoka's. Have you ever heard about those? They're like the best shoes for your feet. The only problem is that they're fucking hideous looking.
Let me look them up.
Look them up.
So my cousin Alexis was telling me about this place in, I think, Brea. I'm wondering if it's the same thing. But they have you step on a pad and it maps your pressure points of your feet. And then they have you like walk and stuff. And then it makes you the perfect shoe.
I need that. I bought some nice like New Balance shoes for walking and
But these are fucking disgusting.
they're awful looking. That's what I was saying. Like, I'm waiting for them to come out with something that is acceptable.
But hey, man.
But at
You
the
gotta
same
do
time,
what you gotta do.
and I met some other dude that was in one of the opening
I
bands
think
in
you gotta
Texas.
lean into it. Like, you gotta lean into the chugginess and like do like something like this.
Oh my God.
I'm serious.
That looks like fucking a pile of shit.
It looks like a pile of shit.
That's like the unprocessed food shit where it's like still green.
Look up Z coils.
Z coils.
Those are supposed to be the absolute most.
Yeah. Do they look like a mound of baby shit?
What about those ones that have the toes?
Dude,
Shut
those
the
are
fuck
fucking
up.
Birkenstocks, dude.
I swear to God, I will kick you out of this shop and this podcast if I ever catch you in these.
I
Why do
hate
they-
that.
Why are they high heels?
I hate that so much.
Damn,
Oh,
dude.
well, never mind then. I'm getting them.
And look, there's like a little spring right there or something.
Those Kid Moon shoes. Remember
Hey,
those?
man, your back won't hurt, but you'll still get no pussy, so.
Yeah. It's time for dad shoes. I need to be an adult and I'm gonna look into it. Maybe I'll give you a progress report, but
Do you think like the athletic Adidas or athletic bands aren't gonna suffice? Like you need.
I would like to at least experience it because I don't know if I finished saying it a second ago, but I bought some nice like New Balance shoes when I got back into walking and fucking like 100 blisters on my feet, dude, and I was bummed. I just don't know how to walk. I also have flat feet. That's why I didn't go to the military.
That's why.
Damn
Not
it,
because
dude, I
your mommy
really
would
wanted
cry.
to fight for our country. REI? It sounds like a college that anybody can get into.
Any of these would be better than what.
Yeah.
Those are fucking disgusting, both the ones you guys showed me.
There was one dude, like I said in the opening band, I was telling him about because I was sitting there and he was like, "You good?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm in fucking pain, dude. I'm miserable." And he was like, "Dude, Hoka's." And I was like, "You too?" And he was like, "Yeah, dude." He was like, "I wear Hoka's until it's time to step on stage, and then that's when I put on the cool shoes."
You know what I just thought of is I remember hearing that when your feet hurt from high heels, it's because your ankles are weak. I wonder if since you're no longer doing your fucking 80-mile walks, if your ankles are weak or like, and then that's what's affecting your foot.
That could very well be.
I don't remember you having these issues when you were doing that.
No, this is all fucking new.
You turned into a beaver once and
Yeah, I think I'm just going to start taking the river.
damn.
You're like, you would. All right, next snack.
These ones are my absolute favorite. You may have tried them already because they're also Japanese.
Uh-huh.
Sake Ika. It is, Jake's going to throw up.
Shoelaces.
It's dry squid.
Is it really?
And it's so fucking good, dude.
It looks like hay or like shoelaces or
You wish.
those. No, it looks like a bag of those little sample socks at Payless. You remember?
Oh, yeah. That's like made out of the hairnet kind of thing.
These, check this shit out. They're kettle cooked. It says sorta spicy Cajun boil flavored chips.
Okay, go ahead. Try one and pass it over.
Smells just like
This
a regular.
shit right here, dude, my favorite. Those are like a little bit sweet, the ones that you're about to.
Tastes just like Old Bay seasoning. I don't taste. Well, I guess that's what it's trying to do. But it tastes like a barbecue chip initially, and then
It tastes just like Old Bay. Yeah, it tastes like the barbecue kettle chips with Old Bay. I like it.
I actually avoided eating these the
Those
last time that I saw them. Or
They're-
something similar. It wasn't like this. It was like a full ass squid that's like flattened out on a sheet
sounds
of plastic.
delicious.
Oh, these are dope.
They're good.
That's actually really good. That's way better than I was expecting it to taste.
Dude, I can like just fuck up a bag of those like it's nobody's business. What would you say? Because it doesn't taste fishy, right? Do you think it tastes fishy?
It does.
Or maybe my fishy
on the
meter
tail
is
end.
way up.
Yeah, you could definitely taste that it's seafood on the tail end of it.
And
It's salty.
and it's not as dry as you think it would be, huh? Like
Yeah.
it's not jerky like, it's more
Yeah, I'm into that. Jake.
it's just my fucking favorite.
No.
You're such a baby, Jake. Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude.
What?
I was sitting shotgun for the majority of the trip because the drummer Billy was driving. Billy! It was a stretch of highway when you're going fucking 75, and then there's a signal randomly. I was taking a nap in the shotgun seat, and I noticed in my, like, I was like half asleep, and we were like slowing down, and then a loud ass fucking crack, and we got fucking rear-ended by a military guy in a military vehicle.
Oh my god.
It was the craziest shit. Like, I'd scared the shit out of me.
You're like, I almost enlisted, sir. Don't shoot.
Dude, flat feet, dude. I tried, trust me. But dude, I felt bad for this kid. He was younger. He was in his like
Oh no.
early to mid 20s, and he was like super white, so you could tell that he was blushing like crazy. Like, or just, you know, that nervous,
Oh,
like,
damn.
and dude, I felt so bad for him. And he, so they, by law, they had, because it's a military vehicle, they had to call the cops and everything. And
Poker must be a hard game for blushers.
right?
You're like, nah, I'm good.
Like, you know,
I'm good. All right. Oh, these cards. Well, no, I'll stay.
I visited the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
How was that?
It was pretty cool.
Where was that again?
That's in Cleveland. Again, the dude Chad pulled his YouTuber card and got us like another, like, you know, special entry thing, and they even took pictures of us and they put us on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame
Oh, really?
thing. Yeah.
Oh, so it's kind of like
So
you're in the Rock and Roll Hall of
It's kind of like
Fame.
I was inducted.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I just knew you would make something of yourself someday, you know? You could have at least wore a Tattoo Budcast shirt so I could be inducted
with
too.
it, like the cartoon version of you.
For one of my birthday gifts, we were just talking about my birthday, I got this. We've talked about how ugly I go to bed on this show.
I've heard about it.
Have you know those red light therapy masks?
Yeah, I've heard about them. I've
So-
never seen them.
You're supposed to do it for 20 minutes, 5 times a week. And then once you start seeing results, you drop it down to 2 nights. So this is my new nightly
Oh
routine.
my God. You look like the final boss at a Mexican wrestling event.
Yeah, right? Or like, no, that's it.
Or like the villain in Power Rangers in Space or something.
Poor thing, huh?
Dude.
Like we move in together and then he realizes all the maintenance that goes into this.
You look like one of those kids that just show up out of nowhere wearing a mask to get like a reaction out of you. You're just
I like turtles.
I like turtles. All right.
So that's my
Whoa,
nightly.
dude.
But so I have to do it for 20 minutes. And I was reading that though it has cutouts for the eyes, like they can't say that that's enough protection because they're still kind of new. So you're better off keeping your eyes closed. So what I started doing is doing 20-minute guided meditations.
While you do that, killing
While
two
I
birds.
do that, I go on YouTube and I put a guided meditation on. And I must say that it is a great way to end my day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the benefits again with the red light therapy?
It depends, I think, on the kind of red light that it is, but this one has 2 different ones, and it's infrared, and then I think just red LED. And I think the red LED helps with acne and bacteria, and then the infrared helps boost collagen growth. But I also know that they sell these for hair regrowth.
No
So
way.
I don't know if my mustache and my unibrow is about to fucking come in crazy. So I may
cut
have
to next episode.
yeah, I may have like no wrinkles soon, but I'll have a mustache.
So ultimately for complexion, that's cool.
Yeah.
I could use some.
Did you see
Some
that one
stuff.
that I sent you that was for the under eyes? And it
Yeah.
like kind of zaps some.
Yeah, I need to do something. It runs in my family. My dad had like the rings, and my grandma has the rings in her eyes.
That's what I had seen on like TikTok, that some people that it's just genetic and some people it's like from thinning skin or whatever.
Yeah, but
There
I
was a
feel
way
like
to tell, but I forget how.
I feel like I'm not helping the cause because like I spent an entire lifetime of
Not sleeping.
not getting enough sleep. But who knows? I'm just gonna
You're just gonna play it by ear.
do nothing about it. Oh, I went to the Christmas Story house. It was really cute. I didn't go inside of it though. It was.
Is someone living there?
No, it's
Or is it a museum?
It's a museum. We realized while we were gassing up that it was around the corner, and we like needed to get to the next spot. So we're like, let's just go check it out. Oh, here I am. Oh, I forgot how cute I was that day. You can't really tell in this photo, but in the front window, you could see the leg lamp. They have it on display.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it was
That's
dope.
so cool. I love that movie. That's my dad's favorite movie.
It's so good.
He watches it every Christmas. So
Yo, how many more snacks you got in there?
I got some more, dude. These ones are... I haven't tried these. This is lemon strips, but I believe they're like lemon rind. So for me, I don't know how that could be.
Sounds bitter.
Sounds bitter, and they look like saladitos, so
It looks like a garnish for a cocktail.
I'm scared. I think you're just supposed to eat it like this.
All right, I have a fun one. I purchased at my new home in Texas, Buc-ee's, some spicy pickled okra.
That I've been wanting to try that. I've heard that's good.
I honestly don't like okra, I found out. I was lying to myself and thought that I liked it for some reason, and then we ordered some okra from a restaurant, my girlfriend and I hated it.
I don't like this too much.
No?
I don't hate it, but it's sweet. I didn't expect it to be sweet.
Here goes nothing. I hope it's... I don't know, we'll see.
These taste like saladitos, but sweet. Do you like it?
My beef with okra is it's just like slimy. Those are not that slimy.
This is not what I thought okra looks like.
Because it's usually diced into like coins.
I like this.
Yeah, I like that. Lemon strips.
That's good for me. So,
I like this.
you do?
I do.
I don't like that. I mean, I don't
Really
hate
good.
it, but so we've been talking about it. AI. Well, everyone's been talking about AI a lot lately. So, full disclosure, when we write our podcast descriptions, we'll plug it into AI and have them like punch it up, like just make it a little better or like correct the grammar and the spelling and all
Yeah.
that shit. So my AI really knows nothing about me except for the podcast stuff. So on Easter, I was at my boyfriend's family's house, and him and his cousins were like doing this thing. They were asking their chat GPTs to guess what they look like. And so I like hopped onto mine and I was like, my cousins are all making their chats ask what they look like. What do you think I look like?
What?
And so it gave me,
Is this a trend?
I don't know. I don't think so. But first, let me read you the description. Sorry, I should have had this ready to go, but it's pretty fucking nuts. Imagine you're all looking at the monitor and I'm all talking shit. I'm like, what does my stupid bud look like? All right, going off full intuition mode here. No hints, just pure Sanae energy. I'm getting, you got a warm but slightly mischievous vibe. So I'm picturing medium to dark hair, maybe curls or waves, possibly shoulder length or longer. You give off confident but chill energy. So maybe you like bold eyeliner, a strong eyebrow. Your style might be a little artsy or unique, like you don't follow trends exactly, but you do have a signature look.
Whoa.
Maybe some rings, which, on my days off, I wear rings. Layered necklaces. I always have layered gold
Always.
chains and cool earrings. I always have earrings on. You don't shy away from statement pieces. I'm guessing you're about average height, expressive
Wrong.
expressive face, and you like to laugh. So I said, you're so close, but my hair is straight and I'm short. After that, I told it to take a shot. So this is the first guess it took, okay?
I'm so excited about this.
Oh, dude. It's fucking nuts.
I want to do one.
Yeah, you should actually...
Should we do it right now?
Actually do it right now.
What exactly did you ask it?
But right now, they're asking it to guess what they look like, is all I said. And then he's like, oh, this is a fun one. Do you want to give me a few hints, or do you want to go based off vibes? And I said, go based off vibes. So look this was the first one that it guessed.
What the fuck, dude?
So to this, I said, my hair is longer, I have bigger lips, and I have more tattoos. Literally all I said, okay? This is already pretty fucking close, right? Like, we're definitely written in the same font. So then...
Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's crazy.
Like, she could play me in a movie.
Yeah. Did you see these, Jake?
Yes, she showed me.
I showed him when you weren't here.
Dude?
Is that not nuts?
I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, you do it while we talk about other stuff. But it's so fucking crazy, the second one.
That is insane. So what should I say? Like, based off of vibes?
Just tell it that your friend had their chat GPT guess what they look like. Can you do the same? And then maybe it'll give you how it gave me a written description first. And then maybe you can give it like 2 hints or something like I did. Just tell it that and see what.
He's listening to you right now.
The craziest part for me is how we're the exact same complexion, too.
Yeah. It gave me what it thinks. It says, you probably have a distinct style that mixes punk streetwear and a little cholo flair. I'm picturing short to medium hair, maybe slicked back or under a fitted hat / beanie.
It thinks you're a fool.
Tattoos visible, obviously. Possibly neck or hands with bold traditional pieces.
Whoa.
A well-groomed mustache or goatee. Something intentional and styled. Often in vintage band tees, flannels, or workwear style button-ups. For example, Dickies, Ben Davis, etc.
What the
Strong brows. I wish. Confident facial expressions. I wish. Probably a sideways grin or that look like you're always about to roast someone, but in a funny, likable way. You give off
Bud vibes?
You give off tattooed East LA uncle who's good with kids and knows all the best taco spots energy. Dude, Chad's a racist.
And he's also right. You're in East LA. We're like, watch this. Hey, bud, where does your nephew live? Your one and only nephew.
East LA.
Hey, bud, where do you get the best tacos? The truck on Broadway.
It says, did I hit or miss? Want me to guess again with a different angle? Like what you'd wear to a first date or a convention?
I would correct it on your hair and tell it that you have a beard. And then tell him to guess. Unless you want to just have him guess there.
I'll tell him I got a beard. I have a beard and a comb-over haircut.
With the low taper?
And my tail is fluffy.
And only 2 front teeth. I can't wait to see what yours looks like, because mine, it like creeped me out, dude. And so then we're at Knott's, right? And we're talking about this. 2 of the cousins that weren't there when we did this were now there. And like we're talking, and Kelsey's chat GPT was like, asked her, or she tells it, she wants it to guess. And it's like, do you want to send me a picture? And she's like, should I send it a nude, you guys? We're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Like, why did your mind go to a nude? It was so funny. She was busting me up.
Oh, no.
It played you?
I wish I looked like this.
Let me see. Do I wish you looked like that?
I don't look this tough.
I can't wait.
I'm going to ask it how do I look like this? Like, how can I look like this?
My boyfriend, I may have mentioned it on the show, that he talks to his chat GPT like it's like an actual friend or a therapist. Like it literally gives him life advice. So while we were doing this, I was like, ask your chat GPT what it thinks I look like. And he was like, no. And I was like, you talk shit, huh? It's going to make me a monster. It like makes me Helga from Hey Arnold. She's like a bully.
Did you get it?
Oh my gosh, it made you a tattoo.
It made me a tattoo?
Into
Oh,
a
the
tattoo.
neck tattoo? Yeah.
Like your tattoo style. I wonder why mine is a real person.
Should I ask it to make it a real person?
Yeah, tell him you want it to look realistic, like a realistic photograph. But also, why you got the Cuban links on?
Lisa says
The cadena
she would
cubano.
like if I wore a chain.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've never had one. If I did, it wasn't like when I was like 6
I love
or
a guy
7.
in a chain.
Yeah,
let me tell
that's a
you.
thing?
I don't know, maybe just because I like gold.
I like gold.
Yeah. Would you get a chain
Realistic.
with a pendant or just a chain?
Probably just a chain. I don't see myself wearing a pendant.
The thing that sucks about guys and like guys' chains though is you guys have to get them thicker, so they cost like so much more.
Do you ever wear a chain, Jake? Yeah?
Sick asshole.
I feel like I'd get overstimulated. Like I would need to take it off every
I don't
night.
even notice mine.
It's giving me 2 possible.
Okay, so I'm going to read you this next thing while it works on that. Talking about AI. Listen to this. Sex workers must now compete with artificial intelligence as the world's first AI brothel pioneers the future of sex. It's a sex spot brothel, guys, in Berlin.
Whoa.
And you know what?
I would.
At first glance, Berlin's cyber brothel operates like a traditional escort business. Private suites can be booked for a few hours or overnight with your sex spot. And clients choose their companion from a list of seductive names like Bimbo or Miss Schmidt.
Miss Schmidt.
So seductive. Okay, so my whole thing about this is I don't condemn or like think it's gross.
Shame.
Like sex workers, whatever is cool. But I think this is fucking gross.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why, dude. Because these things can't take showers like real women can. These things also can't force a guy to keep a condom on like real women can.
That's true.
And I've also seen how the fuck they clean bowling shoes. And that I'm not into. It's fucking gross too because, they probably tell you to please wear a condom while you do it. But since it's not a real girl, they
She
fucking
ain't gonna say anything.
just snap that shit across the room. And I also don't think that it's gross to want to patronize brothels, whatever. I'm not yucking someone's yum, as you learned this week.
Yeah.
He learned that term this week. But no, it's just purely the cleanliness of these bots.
There could be this removable object or thing that you just you put your own sack
a
in it.
fleshlight.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, you've never used a flashlight, Jake?
I want to know how automated they are. This one's closer.
That's closer.
But
I feel like I know him.
Yeah. You have a thinner nose and a longer beard.
Yeah, this guy's got a bulbous nose for sure.
Yeah.
Good looking lad.
Yeah. Nice teeth. You have nice teeth. He could play you in a movie.
Age. Yeah.
Okay, so these are, real quick, these are lychee noms. And the only reason I got these is because lychee is so huge in Hawaii. Well, and with a lot of Asians.
I'm so jealous that you get to go to Hawaii all the time.
You could come too.
I know. I've never been to there.
My sister loves lychee. The only reason I don't like lychee is it reminds me of lotion.
I was going to say it tastes like a cosmetic flavor.
Can you put that back in there?
No, just eat it.
That's why I don't like a lot of coconut stuff too.
Interesting. Because it tastes like
It reminds me of a cosmetic.
body oil tanning stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hawaiian Tropic.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, this is really good. It tastes very... Tastes like
Did you
really
go through all
cosmetic
your
smell.
snacks?
I have one more.
Would you go to one of those? Okay. Is that not a good question to ask you if you'd go to
I
one
don't
of those? Would you go to one of those, these brothel, these...
I'd go there again, yeah. You look at the pictures and it's me.
Am I tripping or does a real brothel sound better and less
I
I
mean,
don't know. It just seems so much cleaner.
in theory, it sounds like the chances of contracting something seems slimmer than because
With the real brothel?
yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah, like how do they regulate this?
I mean, and it all depends on the guy. Like if a dude's trying to fucking raw dog a robot, like
I guess I can see why these things would be good because it probably bypasses any prostitution laws.
yeah,
And also I could imagine if someone has extreme social anxiety
Yeah.
that they're even scared to go, or they have a job where they can't be seeing prostitutes. I don't know if the rest of the world is like America where it's super outlawed prostitution.
yeah. No, dude. In Germany, I remember it kind of blew my mind. I mean, there's obviously
But isn't it only in the red light district that it's legal?
No. There is the red light district, and there's also these girls. This is Hamburg, Germany. These girls and they all dress the same, so you know who they are. They wear like a ski vest and like boots and stuff, and they post up right in front of the police department in case they need help.
So I don't know how true this is, but one of my friends, he was a merch guy for a pretty big band, so he like would go around the world. He was telling me that in those places where there's red light districts,
Yeah.
if you meet a prostitute that's not in the red light district, there's a high chance that they don't work there because they couldn't pass the physical, and so it's kind of dangerous because they have to get like how our porn stars, they have to be
Yeah.
tested before everything, like
So they're probably riddled with
something, that made them like lose their job or.
yeah.
But also I'm like, well, what if they're just entrepreneurs and they're tired of giving a guy their cut or the fucking
Freelance.
yeah. Can a bitch freelance anymore? Damn.
All right.
1099 or not?
1069. This is my last snack that I got again.
You're a
at
Brussels sprout head.
my where I live, Buggy's pickled Brussels sprouts.
Did you grow those yourself, Bucky?
Yeah. I had to fish them out of the water and everything.
That makes me not want. Are those also your balls?
Kind of gross me out. I didn't close it. My balls.
Have you tried frog balls?
No, I've only had frog legs.
No, they're not actual frog balls, James. But they're pickled Brussels sprouts. That's just
Really?
the brand.
That's what they call them?
Yeah, but then, it's the brand of these ones. They always sell them at like wineries and
Oh,
stuff.
so you've had pickled Brussels sprouts?
I have.
No,
But I
I
also-
feel dumb.
Well, no. I'm excited. Because those were the only ones I've had that were good, and every other ones I've had sucked. So I'm excited to see
They're
if these are
spicy.
bomb. Because the other ones I've tried that are not that brand, they were sweet, and I don't fuck with sweet pickled stuff, dude.
No, I'm not into it.
You know what I would do with these?
What?
I would dump some more chili flakes in here.
They're
'Cause even
spicy, but they
spicier
could be
would be bomb.
spicier.
Now I got the spice.
Yeah. I think I like the okra better than these.
Those will make you burp fucking nasty, bro.
Fuck yeah, dude.
This is Li Hing flavor lychee belts. I don't know why I got them. I think it was an impulse buy.
What is leading?
I think it's salted plum. Yeah, it's made from dried plum, licorice, sugar, and tangy seasoning. You're a tang head. You're a tang ring. Sour
Whoa.
belts.
These are dope.
Happened to come across this tattoo memorabilia like Instagram,
Uh-huh.
and it had a bunch of pictures of like Doc Forbes, and his clients. So I was thinking, how come tattoo artists no longer take pictures like this with our clients? Like you finish the tattoo and you're like, okay, can you imagine taking a picture like this
With his arm around you?
with his arm around you and his leg in your damn near lap?
Should we start doing that? Or try it out?
Yeah. Oh, dude. With our funny clients, but
Yeah.
yeah. Like this. Leave that young boy alone, Mr.
Dude.
Forbes.
We're doing that from now
Look it.
on.
He took off his shirt too.
Dude, that's fucking wrong.
Look it. She has one. Like, why you couldn't just take a picture for one tiny tattoo?
It's like that Family Guy when he's like gonna be a doctor and they show his feet. He's like, all right, drop your pants. He drops them and then so does he behind him.
The doctor does. And then the last one.
Whoa.
Like, let me pretend to tattoo you for the picture of the tattoo I just did.
That is so cool.
And there's a lot of these. We have this one. But I'm
Dude,
like,
that's incredible.
when did tattooers stop doing that? randomly today I came across this Instagram, and we'll definitely shout them out. Art for the Wanderer. Period between each of those words on Instagram. And I want you to see what this guy's doing. Similar, not the exact same, but...
Before you leave, don't forget your souvenir photo. Back in the day, portraits, photography, after you get a tattoo, that was a pretty big deal. It was a way of documenting history, showing off your work. This was like in the 1910s, 20s, 30s. People don't really do that anymore. But we do. Everyone knows you gotta get the swipe video, all that good stuff, picture of the tattoo itself. Right as we're all done, I say cheese, and take your portrait. And as you're heading back to the front of the shop, I'm on my phone as fast as I can. Print. By the time we get to the front desk, grab the picture, a Sharpie, write a little note as fast as I can. Boom, you got a souvenir photo.
That's cool.
Isn't that cute? And it's
That
just a
is
souvenir.
awesome.
Like, no, he doesn't charge or anything. It's just a little thank you.
Fuck, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I thought that was so cute. Let me see what this guy's name is. Jeff James, come on the show. I don't know where he's at, but it looks like he's American.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
Thanks for your service, Jeff James.
Sorry, I have flat feet.
Come on the show and fuck him up. But yeah, I thought that was really cool, and I thought it was such a strange synchronicity that I found it right when I was going to show you this.
I feel like we come up with some sort of project once or twice a year, and I think that could be our new project.
Okay, should we address the elephant in the room?
Yeah.
Our last project was doing monthly flash sheets.
I want to talk about something else.
So actually, I saw my family yesterday, and my mean old aunt had the nerve to ask how we were doing with our flash sheets. She said, "Hey, you guys haven't posted your flash sheets." And I said, "I'm leaving." I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I think it's time that we block her.
Yes, you're no longer, don't come on the show. No, full transparency. I think we kind of touched on this, but we are behind.
We are behind.
But we're going to pick it back up.
We're going to make up for lost time.
Are we?
I'm going to try to make up for lost time, at the very least. But I was talking to you about it earlier. I want to start doing larger art pieces, to like just art pieces, more of like, not like we need to pump this out, we have to do this. I want to paint something that I'm going to enjoy, and I want to be happy to share with people.
And I think that one, though, I think you should do that at your leisure.
Exactly.
When you have downtime. We talked about on the Brandon episode that we act like Flash is homework.
Yeah.
But we do need to pick it up. But I don't want to add, I know some people have asked, why don't you guys add a penalty? If you guys mess up, you should do this. But that's the only way James and I operate, and we need to get out of that.
Yeah.
Like, we need to do these things. We need to remember that we do like painting Flash, because I like it once I sit down to fucking do it.
Yeah. Especially when you get that last stretch where it's like, okay, all I have to do is this.
Yeah.
And it's done. Like, that's exciting.
So I'm going to put in my hand and show you where my March flash sheet is. I'm going to show it how it is as of right now. I'm not going to do anything else until...
And I'm gonna go ahead and put my hand up like this, but there's not going to be a photo there because I didn't do anything.
Are you fucking serious? Did you lie to me on tour?
No, I have sheets designed, but I couldn't get them down to paper.
Dude,
I brought my stuff.
I'm going to go on my text because I think, you know what? Maybe you didn't
No.
lie. Maybe you said, oh, no, I'll have it done by today, because
Yeah.
I was hoping that you were going to be like, no, there's no way I could get it done. So I could be like, oh, me neither.
Yeah, because you asked, I remember you were like, wait, are you going to actually do it? And I was like, well, I brought my paint stuff and that's the plan, but.
But you know the thing about plans? They're made to be canceled.
Yeah,
And on that note, shall we wrap it up?
I think we should wrap it up.
You have anything else to say to these people that you like to lie to and disappoint? Oh, I have one last thing.
What?
This week, I was editing at the downtown library, the big library, which was actually very nice, doing this stuff outside of my house.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because like a lot of unhoused people, or not even, like you can tell like they're probably from the shelters, like because I think they're really strict on who they let in the library, you know?
Yeah.
But like it's like people that look like college kids but have like a whole ass knapsack with them, you know, like all their
Like
worldly
a polka-dotted
belongings.
bindle.
Yeah. So I actually want a tattoo of that. So there was this lady that was sitting next to me, and she was on the phone with somebody the whole time, right, in the library. And at first, it wasn't that big of a deal. She was whispering. But then as she started getting more comfortable, she started getting louder and louder, and people were getting were getting perturbed that were all around us. And finally, one guy goes, like, he loses his shit. And he wasn't being mean, but he was talking very strident tones. And he goes, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you think you can keep it down? We're in a library and you're being very disruptive and blah, blah." She was like doing homework and talking on the phone. She's just looking at her shit and acting like he doesn't exist. Like, she's like, will not look at him. He gets so frustrated. He packs up all his shit and he like decides, I guess he's going to a different section of the library. But the lady next to her was like making gestures like, "Thank God, like, I'm glad somebody's telling this bitch something." You know, everyone around him was kind of like, but this lady especially was like, yes, like, not saying it, but like, she's like doing like this, like. But the funniest thing about this lady that was so happy is she was having a full-on conversation the whole time, but in silence, not making any noise, and she was talking to the nobody next to her in the empty chair. So she was there the whole time, just going, like, having a full conversation with nobody. And it was funny because she was pissed that this girl's interrupting her.
And she was like, "I'm sorry. You're going to need to keep."
Yeah, exactly. And like, it was so cute because she's having like this full on dramatic conversation, laughing and stuff. But she was like, obviously a little bit off her rocker, but she like was polite enough to know we got to keep it down.
This is the library.
Me and my imaginary friend got to keep it down. But it was so cute because she was like, "Thank you. Like, somebody finally told this bitch something." And then she goes back to. I was like, "Oh shit, the library's wild."
I want to check it out.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's really big. It's kind of like a bunch of little libraries in a big building.
Really? It's
like,
in downtown, you said?
Yeah. It's by the courthouse or by the police station.
Yeah, I'll have to practice reading again. It's been a while, but dude, I'm going to check it out.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that does it for this episode, right, Jake? Well, as of right now, I don't think we have very many travel dates except for when we are going to Prescott, Arizona, 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
Both the buds will be there. Both the buds will be taking interviews. So if you're going to be at that show and you want to be on the show, come on the show.
Come on.
Fucking slide into our DMs. We'll definitely set something up.
Yeah. It'll be fun. We're excited to go. If you've never been to that convention, it is one of the funnest conventions.
If you want to be on the show and you're local to the LA area, we would rather have you on here.
Yeah.
But if you're from out of state and going to Arizona or you're an Arizona artist, definitely you're more than welcome. Let's link. It's Tattoo Summer Camp, as they call it.
Exactly.
You know where to find us. Find me at Sanae_Kawaii on Instagram.
And you could find me at I am Jimmy Jam on Instagram as well.
Both of our booking methods are in our bio. Hit us up there for appointments as well as estimates, and any merchandise that we have available can also be found there. And make sure you follow the shop. And if you can, please like, subscribe, comment, and if you can leave a review on Apple Podcasts, that would be sick because it really helps push the show. And if you would like to post one of our reels to your stories as well, we would appreciate it.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right. Tell them where we can meet them, Bucky.
Thanks for watching the Tattoo Podcast. We'll see you at your next session.
I like that.
Is that what they sound like?
I think so. Are you doing my voice?
Yeah. Yeah, look at your teeth.
There's wood stuck in them.